Hello everyone, this is Vineet Pandey and today we're going to talk about the most disputed issue, Ayodhya, the Ram Mandir issue. The temple which was always in litigation, the temple which was always the concern of everything, every person, and finally we have got the verdict. Well, the verdict was given by Supreme Court and in all possible cases we must respect Supreme Court. And where if I just talk about my concern is that finally one of the oldest litigation came to an end, and I believe that political parties will think about the common people now. At least they will think about the education, hospitals, schools and colleges. So technically what I want to say is that do not take this thing on an emotional level, do not take this thing as a defeat, as a success. Do not provoke each other, be together, stay as brothers, because the biggest problems are unemployment, poverty, issues related to the pollution, and moreover the killings of the girls, the ferticides. So technically what we have to remember is that we are Indians. We Indians are far better than anyone else. And why we are far better? Because we still believe in universal brotherhood. So friends, in this video I'm going to talk about Babri Masjid issue, I'm going to talk about Ram Mandir issue, and moreover as a literature student I'm going to tell you most important books which were actually known as the sensational books dealing with the issue, the most burning and fiery issue which is very much radical. Here we're going to talk about the 10 most important books which are related to Ayodhya Mandir issue, or we can simply say the Babri Masjid demolition. Dear students, how did I get the idea that why should I go for different books dealing with Babri Masjid demolition? I must tell you, in December 2018 UGC NET exam, it asked a question. As you can see the question on your screen, they talked about two books where Babri Masjid demolition has been mentioned. When this question was asked, I personally did not like it. I was very much unhappy and concerned that why are they talking about these things in exams which actually can provoke a sentiment. But now as they have changed the syllabus, it has become the part of the culture study. They are talking about the current affairs, current scenario. So technically they may ask you more and more questions related to the current affairs, current issues, the world scenario, the events, happenings, mishappenings all around. So all you have to do is, it's better to be prepared than to be late and to be repentant. So let's go for the preparation. Here we go for the book number 10. This is Ayodhya's Ram Temple in Courts, the longest litigation, a issue which has passed decades and decades. This work has been written by Virag Gupta. This stands at number 10. He has talked about a comparative study of Ayodhya Mandir issue, then Muslim Waqf Board, their point of views, and moreover they also talk about the points of Nirmohi Akhada. So this book at number 10 written by Virag Gupta is important. Just remember the title. Now we go for book number 9, The Battle of Ram, Case of Ayodhya, the Temple. This work has been written by Meenakshi Jain, and she has tried to portray Ram as one of the characters who himself is waiting for the decision. So I think this, I can recall a person who said once that he saw Ram Lala in his dream and Ram Lala was crying. So technically book 9 is kind of interactive and interesting work, and you can keep it in number 9. We have given it the number 9th rank. On number 8 we have the Babri Masjid question from 1528 to 2003. The Babri Masjid question from 1528 to 2003 is written by A.G. Noorani. It's written, edited by A.G. Noorani, and has various point of views written from fictional, non-fictional point of view. And as far as I could read and understand this much, I think it's one of the most effective reading. Well, you should read this. On number 7 we have destruction of Babri Masjid, a national dishonor. Yes, it's a national dishonor. Either it's a temple or a masjid, we should always respect it. We should always respect the sentiments. And yes, this work has been written by A.Z. Noorani. I have placed it at number 7. From my point of view, the work deals with the point of views of the Muslims. There point of views which should be read and understood in a proper way. So technically the work stands at number 7. Number 6 we have Ayodhya, the Dark Night, the secret history of Ram's appearance in Babri Masjid. This is one of the most important work written by Krishna Jha. And book number 5, which is very important, book number 5 is Portraits of Hindutva from Harappa to Ayodhya. This is very very important, and studies from the Harappa Kalin Sabhyata, or we can simply say the time of Harappa, then the development till 1992, and the final development where the Babri Masjid order was finally given by Allahabad court in 2010. The work has been written by Rajesh Singh. And on number 4 we have the book The Hindu Temples, What Happened to Them, written by Sita Ram Goyal. Book number 3, Ayodhya, Ram Janmabhoomi, Babri Masjid Ka Sach. The book has been written by Sheetla Singh. It's a comparative study. She has recorded all the evidences, all the proper point of views, interviews of many of the scholars, the saints from Nirmohi Akhada, and all other people, those who have their claims. Now, number 2, the politics of Ayodhya dispute. This is on number 2. This is written by Pradeep Nayak, and Pradeep Nayak talks about the politics behind this issue. Why political parties, they are very much sincere, very much concerned before they deal with this issue. And this is one of the clear scene visible today, that none of the political parties opposed Supreme Court's decision. So that's why I have kept this work at number 2. And number 1 we have Ayodhya Revisited. At number 1, we have kept Ayodhya Revisited. Why so? Because Kunal Kishore has talked about the value of Ayodhya, Ayodhya's future, Ayodhya's development, Ayodhya's conditions, and moreover, it has a direct reciprocational relation with the Babri Masjid verdicts. So this is 1 to 10 books. These 10 books are selected by me. If you have found any kind of mistake, if you feel like that I wasn't good enough to explain, I must tell you that I am not an expert of these books. I just collected some sources, some material to explain it for my students, primarily for UGC NET exam only, because the question has been asked in UGC NET exam, and within few days we have another exam. So all my students, be prepared with this thing. And all those who are watching me right there, if you think that Vineet Pandey is not a teacher who is just logged in a classroom and can deal with any topic in relation with literature, then write down your comments, tell me the other burning sensational topics, and I will present those topics in my way in literature references, and I'll make sure that I do justice with your demands. Thank you so much. This is Vineet Pandey. Jai Hind.